Hello, I hope you are well. Just going to tilt this down a bit. Oh, there we go. Hopefully you'll be able to see the reading, and I'll move this computer back. Harry's mom, did you just name your cat Morticia? Because maybe we just became best friends. I don't know, but yeah. So yeah. Yes, Midnight and Elvira so far. Need 2 more. Oh, Harry's mom, can I make a suggestion? The cat I had from when I was 15 until I was 35, who convinced people who didn't like cats to get cats. My uncle, who ended up with like 9 of them and said they were great cats, except they were never like my cat, who was amazing. And when we got him, he was all black, and I picked him out. And at the time, my mother was singing, she likes to sing old songs, and she was singing back in that she'd randomly sing, "Put Another Nickel in the Nickelodeon." So I named him Nickelodeon because of that, but we called him Nick. So my Nick. And if, I won't, but if you gave me all of 30 seconds, I'm sure I could find a picture of him, because he was just 20 years. And yeah, he absolutely had my heart. So let me suggest Nick for one of them. So anyway, my Nick. I miss my Nick. So I hope all of you are well. Updates. Sandra's asking update on Prince Charles and Queen Elizabeth, please. Has something happened? Please let me know if something has happened. And questions. View, Zoom, text with. And hello to anybody who's new here. Just to let you know, we usually spend the first 10 or 15 minutes, usually 10 to 13 minutes, where everybody gives me their questions. And if you have a question, a political question, just put it in all caps in the chat, and I will see what I can do to help here. I will, there we go, that's appearing again. I will do my best to answer everything. I cannot always answer every question, just because I have to go with my gut, what my intuition is saying. So, anyway, everybody here, they're really nice and they talk to each other. So do make sure you put your questions in all caps, or if there's anything you're trying to say to me. I don't really hover over the chat when I'm reading, because I'm kind of enmeshed in the reading, but I care about what you're saying. Please don't think it's anything personal against anybody. Okay, and thank you to our moderators, because we have the best moderators. Kathy's asking, did you eat? Yes, I did. Yes, I did. I even had a shower. I had a very, very fast shower after exercising this morning. So I am taken care of the way I should be. As you can guess, since you've been around for a while, you know that I'm a pretty tidy person. So anyway, all right. I have a question left over from yesterday that actually it was a question that when I was going through the questions, I realized, oh, wait a minute, that's something I should ask. So the first question I have, thank you, Janice. The first question I have is, what will Trump be like at the peak? So not just what will the peak be like, but what will Trump be like at the peak? Mary Ross is saying Charles has the coronavirus, the Queen is okay. I read on them the other day, and I read on Charles twice. I read them in one day, and then I read them on him the next day, because the first day I just got really bad energy, really bad. I did not get that bad of an energy for the Queen, but I got really bad energy. And then the following day, it wasn't quite as bad, but it was still not good. So, Ian McGrath, if ever there was a good... To be honest, I don't care about the royals as being a Scot. They do nothing. Also, we are anti-royal here. There you go. Oh, Massachusetts health minister tested positive for the coronavirus. All right, let me scroll back up and see if I can... You guys are so nice to each other, and that makes me happy. Okay, so there's that. Is Trump using a personal astrologer to make decisions? I've read on that musical Neptunian. No, absolutely not. He cannot wrap his head around not being the center, not doing what he wants, when he wants. Janice, I saw where Trump said he will be holding his RNC rally. Is he crazy? So many people might get sick. Are you talking about the Mercy, the ship that's going to be docking in New York? He wants to be there for that today. Or is this a different rally? Can we check on Rachel Maddow? Stephen, I've read on her. It was really interesting. Mostly what I got was she does not want people reading on her. She does not. What I got was it's like her house and the building near it. It's like a protected compound, and where she goes and she is safe there, and Susan's there, and they absolutely love each other, and it's almost like she's seriously protected. So, and what I got was her whole focus is to get accurate information, sourced information, perfect the absolute best information she possibly can. And, oops, what did I do? Because I was trying to refresh this page. Yeah, and because of that, this whole reading the spirit. So, that's what I got. And refresh the page, and then I will look at some more of your questions, and I will copy them over. It has all... going back up, seeing if I had to refresh the page because it was buffering, and I wanted to make sure. I check over the camera over here. We're already at 8 minutes, so I'm trying to... As the English say, I need to get my skates on. Okay. This is a different rally. Okay. How about the crew of the aircraft carrier with 6 soldiers? Oh, gosh. Sandra, I haven't heard about that. Eeks. Trump is scared of Rachel. He should be. Oh my gosh, Judy's asking, hi Autumn and all, please pray for my oldest son. The CDC went to his home to test him. He works at Kroger's. He has symptoms. Absolutely. Let's take a minute right up front before we go in. And let's just take a minute and just connect to that positive energy that connects all of us, because we are all from the same source. We are always connected to the divine, to that highest, brightest, most wonderful energy. We are always connected. And all we have to do is ask that the strongest, most wonderful, the highest vibration of energy come from the divine, from the center of the collective. That amazing, unbelievably wonderful energy. Everyone and anything, everything. To raise the vibration for health, for kindness, flooding the for the best of all, for the best of all. All right. Thank you. Okay. Hello, Becca. Let's see. Louisiana, hotspot. I read on Louisiana yesterday. Will testing be made available in less populated countries and counties in the U.S.? Oh, don't jump, don't jump, don't jump. Okay, let me put that here. Okay, and... all right, is that... will the restaurant... oh, okay. Will the restaurant business change forever? Star Puzzler is asking. Let me put that up here. And... question, will the governors ignore Trump's stupidity and do what's best for their own states? It depends on the state. I wish I had something, I had something better to say about that, but... Sandra asking about the crew of the aircraft carrier with 6 soldiers. I'd actually just like to, why don't we just ask about 6 soldiers in general? And military, what they're going to do, 6 soldiers and the military. Let's do that. And will we get more testing done? Okay, will testing be made available, especially in less populated counties? But the main question will be, will more testing be made available? And okay, I think that's, yeah, Trump should be scared of Rachel. You notice he doesn't, he's almost, I don't think I can't even remember the last time he said anything about her. The cruise ship in the Caribbean. Oh, will Trump start quarantining states? I just saw the headline before I came on that he's thinking about quarantining. Quarantine, is that the word? Quarantining the New York City, New Jersey, that area. He's considering it. So, oh, here we go. Will the blue states get help from abroad? They're asking for help. They're in having to fend on their own and go out on their own and get their own stuff. They've had to call everybody in the whole world. So they're already working on that. Did anyone see the Biden ad on Trump? It was nice. I didn't see it, but that's good. And anything else? Okay, I think that's all I've seen so far. Time for antibody testing as well as antigen. Yes. Will the education system be changed for the future? Yes. I can look at it, but let me see. How do people feel about Trump helping some states and not others? Oh my gosh, did you see that presser yesterday where he was saying, I wouldn't call that woman in Michigan? It's like, did this just happen? My jaw just hit the floor. I don't know why. It's like, why do I? My jaw just lives on the floor when he's talking. How do people see having to kiss Trump's ring to get help is okay? They don't. Hello, Noelle. Wonderful, wonderful Noelle, who is a stellar troll slayer. She has her sword out and she keeps us safe. There's Texicana keeping us safe. Oh, Becca, how in the world does the GOP watch this abomination every day and not lift a finger? because they want the power. Okay. All right, so let me start with this. I've got 7 questions I can start with. All right. Let me see here. What do I... I'm trying to... I'm gonna do steampunk again. I know. It's getting old, I'm sure, but I'm just in a steampunk kind of mood. It's kind of the one I'm being drawn toward. So, all right, let me move this back out of the way. Gosh, it is getting a little dark outside. Because this light, it just gets brighter and brighter and brighter. Okay, we are at 1645. Let's start with, all right, so start at 17 with, about testing. Will testing be made available, more widely available, especially in less populated counties? Let me reach out for that energy. Will testing be made available? It's almost as if I am looking at a scene in a hospital, and there are people, they're not panicked, but the staff, they're moving, take care of that, take care of that, take care of that, and it's like I'm trying to reach out my energy to that, and it's almost like there's one guy standing there who just kind of looks up and he's like, I don't have time for this. It's like, okay. Will testing be made more widely available, especially in smaller counties, and testing be made more widely available? That's definitely trying to use all the ammunition that we have, trying to get everything out there. And you'll notice they're all a little bit different. So it might be the new one that only takes 15 minutes for you to get an answer, and other ones have to be sent in, so it's just fill the gap with whatever you can. There's going to be a lot of that over the next few months. Okay. For this, I've got the 7 of Wands, I've got the 5 of Cups, I've got the Page of Pentacles, I have the 9 of Cups. Oh, business. There are businesses in every crisis. There are some businesses that make a fortune. And then there's the Queen of Cups. Oh, and this is the Queen of Cups. This is like an Elizabeth Warren going to these companies and being like, you're not going to take advantage. Yes, we want the test, but you're not going to take advantage of people. God bless. Katie Porter, Elizabeth Warren, I mean, all those people who really stand up and go, no. The consumer matters. The people matter. Anyway. Not until they really ramp it up. This is a defensive position. That's really where we are now. And this is a card of disappointment. It's like the beginning of the necessary money, because Pentacles is Earth signs, money, that sort of thing. And then this is some businesses, big businesses, really ramping up to the point where, but they're like charging a lot, and the Congress has to get involved and go, hang on a minute. Not for a while. And there's really going to be, is anything specific about like smaller counties, or smaller counties are being hit right now too. Okay, Knight of Cups, Seven of Swords, and the Moon. This is not looking good. They're trying, but it's not enough. The government's trying, state, local, or federal, federal. But it's not enough. This is a theft card. This is a Howling at the Moon card. It's almost to the point where if you can move, if you can like get in a car and go to a bigger city to get better care, in some cases, some people might want to have to do that. That's horrible. They did nothing, and now they can't do much, Salome's saying. Yeah. Yep. Oh, wait, that's a great question. It was a comment, but I think that's a great question. Where was that? Will Trump withhold materials, medical materials, for, hang on, where was that? From people who don't endorse him, praise him. Some people have even suggested that, oh gosh, I'm buffering. Some people have even suggested that he might be wanting to get all of these Democrats to say good things about him so he can put it in he can put it in his ads. All these Democrats saying good things about him. It's appalling. Huh. I am afraid. I hope you guys can see well enough. It says here it's connected and where the camera I'm seeing, but the actual page, the site can't be reached. Oh, goodness. Establishing connection. So I'm sorry if you guys are having troubles waiting for YouTube. All right, I might just have to keep going and just keep an eye on, because it's working through the camera. Looks fine here. See and hear great. Good. But all right, let's look at some of those Trump questions. We are at 23:30. I'm going to put 24 there just for sake of ease. All right, let's do some Trump questions. Yay. Will Trump withhold medical materials from people who don't endorse and praise, or for political gain, or for his own political gain? Teresa's asking, I wonder how long before states are forced to smuggle supplies in due to Trump hoarding. They already are. There are already people going across the border into Mexico and coming back with masks in as large a quantities as they can manage, which is like, oh, good. And then you realize, well, yeah, but what's Mexico going to do? Yeah. Will Trump get the virus? Janice, every time I've read on that, I get the same answer. Secrets. I don't know. It's like it's not telling me. And then I asked Sienna, and she's getting the same thing. And then Johnny posted that he's getting the same thing. Or everyone's getting like the High Priestess card of secrets. And it's just like, that's weird. But, okay, we're actually 25. But will Trump withhold medical materials from people who don't endorse, praise him, or for his own political gain? Oh no. his ego is on the loose. It feels like he's decided to embrace this. That's the thing that was really confusing me, was the man is a natural authoritarian. So in this situation, why isn't he acting like an authoritarian? I'm not saying he should, but the whole thing is he wants to have all the power. So, and then now he suddenly, he finally is deciding to use the Defense Protection Act in one instance, and he's thinking about quarantining parts of New York, New Jersey. It's very strange. Wow, I am really just gonna have to watch my own. Let me know if you guys are having trouble. I can't see your questions because I have to tilt my head over to see, but I'm having some technical issues today. Okay. Will Trump withhold materials from people who don't praise him, who don't... Five of Pentacles. Will he leave people out in the cold if they aren't of his party, aren't following him, aren't him, and him? All right, I've got the King of Pentacles. That's usually the Republicans. Two of Cups, partnership. Five of Wands, kind of a rabble-rousing. Moon, and the Page of Swords. He wants to. The center of it is these are the this is political fighting, but it's also this Five of Wands is political fighting, but it's also the states fighting to get materials. And over here we have, oh, he'll make partnerships with Republicans, no problem. But he wants to cause grief in people who do not praise the emperor. But this feels like, I keep getting these sword cards, especially court sword cards for people who are sort of in the more administrative side of the medical field. You know, this would be a Dr. Fauci kind of thing, although he usually comes up as the King of Swords. But he wants to. He wants to. And the only thing stopping him is advice that he's barely listening to. Let me see if I can get any more information. Oh. Well, he wants to. Is he going to? Do I even, oh, here, let me grab this. This is what I use for the easy questions. Is Trump a complete slime bag, malignant narcissist, rotten human being, pox on the rear end of humanity? Very likely. Eight of Pentacles, Page of Wands, Judgment. He thinks he has the power because he's getting the federal things kind of going, and so he's going to end up with more materials, but it's a little bit too late. And he wants to send the message that it's up to him who gets this stuff, because it's just more power for him. So I wish I was getting a no, but let's just say I'm not getting a no. Queen of Pentacles, Ace of Cups, Four of Wands. It's just all about him. Ivanka, the rich that he hangs out with. And this doesn't feel like an overflow of emotion. This feels like a really one of those expensive fountains that they have at, one of his resorts or something like that. And then he wants things to get back to normal so he can start making money again in a big way. I wouldn't put it past him. I don't know that I'm not getting like an absolute. I didn't get like the Six of Pentacles or something, the generosity card, or the Seven of Cups, which would be illusion, delusion. Noelle's saying, Autumn, be careful on the questions. Picking up your channel might be getting affected. YouTube is acting up with everyone's channels. Well, it is Saturday. I think the internet's also overloaded, so I'm not as worried. I'm just concerned about you guys not being able to see what's going on here. But thank you for that. I appreciate it, Noelle. So will Trump start quarantining states in a big way? Let me lower my quality here. Maybe it'll show up again. Will Trump start quarantining states? Is Trump going to go all authoritarian? I think is the... Let me put that in here. Is Trump going to go authoritarian? And we are at about 33. Gosh, this thing really is behind. All right, is Trump going to go all authoritarian? Ah, yuck. Oh, we're back to that face full of, like, sticking your face in a scummy pond. Oh, I haven't gotten slimed by these guys in a while. Ugh. Ugh. I just had a shower. Is Trump going to go all authoritarian? Oh, this energy's awful. Yuck. Ugh. Is Trump going to go all authoritarian? Eight of Pentacles, or sorry, Eight of Cups. This is the card I keep getting for him when it's his moral. It's like he has all these advantages in life, and he's been given so much, and he's, he was born in that certain era where being a wealthy Caucasian man gives you all kind of stuff, but it's missing that moral. He's just missing empathy, missing just a complete disconnect. So is Trump going to go all authoritarian? Five of Wands, Chariot, Six of Pentacles, my favorite card in the deck, Three of Cups, and Ace of Pentacles. He'll go with authoritarian if it's going to help his businesses. Is Trump, I wonder, the places Trump is thinking about quarantining, would that include his golf course? Oh, goodness. Well, guys, I hope that this is still recording. Yeah, okay, I'm still seeing on the... I'm having to look on the camera again. Okay, so, yeah, all right, so that's still moving. Here it says, I don't have internet, which I do. And this computer, this is... What I'm worried about is this computer is actually hardwired into the wall. It's this iPad that's using the... Yes, it's okay. Receiving you loud and clear. All right, I'm just going to have to ignore that. Sorry. So I'm kind of going blind here, but that's okay. All right. So, is Trump going to go all authoritarian if he can figure out a way to make money from it? Mar-a-Lago's closed, isn't it? Feels like this is some people gathering, but mostly it feels like an empty room. People really need to... This doesn't feel so much like big movement. It feels like... It's like the emperor, but it's more than that. It's like parading through the streets. Everyone worship me kind of thing, standing above the others. Because he gave a pittance to people. And he's not actually... He's not the emperor here. He's not taking charge. And there's people struggling. And then there's Mar-a-Lago. He wants ego. That's the strongest thing here. And then he wants the money. He doesn't care about people. He's a malignant narcissist. They don't have the ability. I really want to... Mar-a-Lago is closed. Great. I want to... All right, we are at 38, and I'm going to waste your time here maybe for a second, because I've got a question for you guys. Because some of you, well, you're all very smart, but the drama triangle, and that helps me. In psychology, there's something called the drama triangle. And let me find a piece of paper and my clipboard, because I need your input, please. Because I think if this helps me, it might help you guys or help some other people here. So, all you smarty pants out there who I adore. For anyone who doesn't know, in psychology, there's something called the drama triangle, which can help you deal with people who are really, really awful. Because a lot of the people who are really, really awful that you'll have to deal with, it's like a triangle up on its point. And at the bottom, their default position is to play the victim. All right, I'm not saying this is Trump, because I'm asking you guys about this, about how this relates to Trump. Because most of the time they're the victim. Nobody's had it harder. Nobody's had it worse. If you try to say, yeah, well, this happened to me too. It's, no, I had it worse. It's like, okay. And then occasionally they'll go up here and they will be the savior. Or they will be the persecutor. Now, some of the people I've had to deal with in my life, they spend most of their time being the victim. And they have it worse than anybody else. It's poor me, poor me. and then they'll like, then they will do one thing nice, because most of the time they're just here and they're just difficult, but then they'll do like one thing nice, like they'll, you know, they're yelling at you and they're belittling you and they're being really awful, but then they'll like get you an ice cream cone or something like that, and then you're just like, you're so traumatized and you're just holding it, and because they told you to, and then they get really angry because you don't appreciate what they did. And they sometimes, you know, and then they'll go back to, well, their persecutor, because they're gonna take care of it. They're gonna do what needs to be done, and how dare you. And they just see that they think they're protecting themselves, because of course they're the victim. But then they'll do one nice thing and then they're back to me. It's awful. And people who live on this drama triangle, you just, to be honest, the older I get, the more I realize you can't. They're never. You can't. You can't. There's no way to. Someone who lives like that, you can't deal. Forget it. Forget it. Unless they are actively seeking help, and I mean actively seeking help. So I know that Trump has. He has. You know, there are doctors who've said he has malignant narcissistic personality disorder, and we hear a whole lot of this. Victim, persecutor, savior, but you're not appreciative enough. And he inherited a mess. And then if you're hit back twice as hard, so he's a bully and awful. It just seems like a different dynamic, and I just wanted to I'm just trying to see if I can he wants to project that he's a strong man and savior, but plays the victim most of the time. He plays all three roles. Savior, acts like the martyr, all three. Okay, so I do have this correct. I just wanted to make sure that, because this is, I see a lot of this, but I wasn't sure if malignant narcissistic personality disorder, I didn't know if it had a different dynamic, because I see a whole lot of this in Trump. So I just wanted to check with you guys, because you are very smart and you guys teach me stuff all the time. So I just wanted to check with you. Yes, for entertainment purposes, only YouTube. Yeah, I'm asking your help. I'm not, I'm just a friend. That's really, you know, I'm a friend talking. You don't have to take my advice on anything, and I'm not saying I'm an expert on anything. So anyway, but I just wanted to double check with you guys about that. So yeah, he doesn't want to help that woman in Michigan or whatever, because they're not appreciative enough. Yeah, and everything's broken because of Obama. Nobody's ever seen this before. And then he's attacking people. So Trump lives on this. And people like this, you can't, there's no way to resolve this that you can, there's no way for you to, if you end up in the middle of this, you're just watching this ping pong match. And really, my own experience is, there's only one thing you can do. Anyway, he doesn't even really want to be a savior. He just wants people to think he is. Well, yeah, they don't want to be saviors because they're never appreciated enough. Anyway, so okay, back to the readings. Where am I? I am at 45, and what will Trump be like at the peak? At the peak of all of this. Honest terror, he has frontal lobe damage. That's why he has trouble with executive functions. Yeah, Yeah, but what was his excuse in the 80s? So, I'm not disagreeing with you. Trust me on that. But what is Trump going to be like at the peak of this mess? What is Trump going to be like at the peak of this mess? Angry. He's like yelling at somebody about his numbers. Illusion and delusion card. Look at that. That's I'm guessing that's pretty much the best explanation of what he's going to be like at the peak. But let's have a look here. Judgment. 10 of Pentacles. 3 of Cups again. Queen of Cups. Page of Pentacles. So at the, I'm trying to get as much glare off the cards as I can. So at the peak of this, everybody's going to be, this is very human, this is only human level celebration. Is everybody around him thanking him? Oh, thank heavens you're in charge. Oh, thank you for being so great. Yes, we're completely locked in and everything's chaotic. No, 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 you're the greatest, you're the greatest. This is his family, his dynasty, and the judgment card, he's very much going to be judged for this. But this is his little bubble, his little ego bubble. And here's the Queen of Cups and the Page of Pentacles, trying to actually take care of things. I'm feeling Warren's energy very strongly again. But this is the people actually doing the work. But this is him, it feels like it's in a tower, like up in the ivory tower kind of thing, where, you know, let them eat masks. Yeah, everybody's just going to be telling him how great he is. And he's going to be, but more, the person who's going to be saying the most about how great he is him. So, yeah, Golden Tower. I'll try refreshing that a page. Yeah, YouTube can't be reached. Gosh, this thing is a mess today. All right. Testing be made available. Let's ask about. All right, let's ask about the military, the restaurant business, and the education, educators. How about that? I hope that's good. Because that's what I'm going to try to do. 49. Let's ask about the military. Military. The good news is most of them are young and healthy. The bad news is they are in very close quarters. I wonder if there aren't some submarines being kept out longer than normal. Like, come in towards shore, we will send out supplies and we will try to disinfect the outside of the supply containers as best we can. There is real planning going on. There's real concern about readiness. But they have plans. And all they had to do was pull out that file. Just, here it is. They were completely, they have a plan for this. So, 9 of Wands. Yeah, I'm getting we have a plan for this, and also the machinery, like on a, yeah, like on a submarine. All right, King of Cups, Judgment, again, Judgment, Judgment, and Judgment. Two of Pentacles. There's a lot of marching in place in the military in the first place, and this feels like wasted effort, but it's not entirely unusual. That's not a dig at the military. I'm not trying to be horrible. But they have the stuff in place. They're ready. And then decisions. They are much more capable of dealing with all of this. They also have good medical personnel. That's what that feels like. Judgment. Yeah, this feels like military. Hard-nosed. This is how we do things. This is a plan. We are executing the plan. Take your orders. Do your thing. Now the question is, are they going to be hit especially hard? Is there going to be a problem with readiness? Wow. I'm glad you guys can still see me. I'm seeing the comments come up because I don't know if you probably can't see it, but if I go like this and I turn this, I have no internet here through my computer. So I'm a little concerned. But anyway. Will this affect military readiness? Really? Whoa, whoa. Quarter of the deck just tried to fall out. That does not bode well, but will this affect military readiness? They're going to lose a chunk of people who are going to get sick that will not be available. That's what that feels like. Ten of Swords. Yeah. But they have plans for this. They're going to work it out. Oh, I've got this again. Ten of Pentacles, Chariot, Star, Nine of Cups. And the Tower. Is it? I don't know. I don't know. So you guys all have to tell me. Because Trump is, at least in theory, the head of the military, the leader of the military, were they late in putting plans into action to deal with this issue because of him? That it was just hoping that things would be better? Because this feels like a lot of people on leave to get them out of close quarters. And this Tower, this does not bode well. So let me see if there's any more information on that, because that was pretty dark. Okay, you guys are talking about other stuff. That's good. Yeah, they've got problems. They've got logistical problems. They'll handle it, but they've got problems. Three of Pentacles, Ten of Wands. It's a burden. It's a burden they can shoulder, but this is their military readiness. This is their plans, their organization, their hierarchy. That they're burdened. And then I've got three cards sitting here in the middle. Temperance, Fool, Four of Pentacles. I really wonder if Trump held them back. Fool, Temperance. Because this feels like National Guard helping out as well. But it all feels late. We are going to get through this. Will Trump go to jail when he loses? I've never seen that. Unfortunately, every blue moon I get a comment from someone who finds my channel and says, "You just see what you want to see." It's like, oh no, trust me. If I saw what I want to see, there'd be a whole different thing going on here. Okay, so we are at 50. We're getting up near 57. We want to look at restaurants. Okay, the restaurant business. Let's look at the restaurant business. Making me hungry. Sorry, I was trying to get past that instant mental image of really good hummus and pita bread and vegetarian stuffed grape leaves and sorry. Ooh, yum. Restaurant industry. I'm getting a feeling like someone's kind of laughing. Like, nobody gets in the restaurant business because it's a sound business plan. Almost everybody runs on a deficit. Restaurants fail, and then the idiots who love it, they turn around and they just start up again. So anyway, Knight of Pentacles. Well, they're getting a little bit of help. They're getting a tiny bit of help with the financial situation. The government's going to help. They've got this. No, they get a little. Their people will get a little. King of Pentacles, Four of Pentacles, Three of Cups, the Hanged Man. People want to, they want to get back together. They want to eat good food and visit. And it's a matter of time. This is temporary. Yeah, it looks like, oh my gosh, Hanged Man, but no, it's just temporary. Because people really do want to, they really do want to congregate and hang out with their friends and get out of the house. But this is the King of Pentacles, and this is the Miser card. So these are the Republicans, who didn't want to give the poorest people, employees, excuse me, or workers, the poorest workers, a little extra unemployment or a little extra. It's temporary. Because there's the center of this is the celebrations people want to have. And so right now it is brutal, but it's just as strongly only a matter of time. So that's what I'm getting for the restaurant. It's going to come back. Is it going to change because of health regulations or anything like that? Is it going to change health regulations or what people do, or I know there are people going to stir crazy. I feel like I'm spending more and more time trying to convince my father to stay home, but he's a Sagittarius and he's got a Leo moon, so he needs to be the patriarch and needs to travel, see, go out, and it's like, beating my head against that wall. Anyway, Three of Cups. Not really. Six of Swords. Judgment again. Boy, we got judgment all over this. Ten of Pentacles. Knight of Wands. Page of Wands. They'll probably be cleaning more. There will be regulations more strongly enforced. There will be somewhat more cleanliness regulations. But family is getting together. You don't want to cook all the time. You get together. You do the big family This feels like big family gatherings, and this feels like, just using better judgment. Some changes. Maybe we won't go back to shaking hands. It should be fine with me. I don't know why people are doing it the first. I mean, I know technically why. It has to do with this showing that I don't have a weapon in my right hand, but yeah. And please, oh please, can we please forever get rid of one of my biggest pet peeves, which is people who lick their finger to turn a page. People who, I'm not licking my finger right now, but it's like they lick their finger and then they do it again to do the next page and the next page. Oh, and I had a boss who did that, who would then like take out that piece of paper and hand it to me, and I'm just like, thank you, because I can't say anything because it's your boss, but oh man. Ugh. All right, so next, the education system. Teachers, schools. Well, I'm already seeing pretty heavily online. And my closest friend, she already does a whole lot of homeschooling, just because the area where she lives, the education standard is not great. But the education system going forward from here. Betsy DeVos. Things will get better when we get rid of Betsy DeVos. That's who that is, and ugh. Two of Pentacles, Eight of Swords. Teachers are already underpaid, treated badly. But they're quick to listen to the authorities or saying how to take care of the kids, how to keep things safe, because they're good people. Schools will reopen. Schools will reopen because the children are our hope for the future. It's just ugly right now. People spinning their wheels, voluntarily limiting themselves, but they're going to listen to, in general, administrators and teachers are going to listen to the experts. Schools will eventually reopen. Energy feels good. Will there be more distance learning, online learning? I think that's just a part of technology improving, but that definitely felt like school buildings reopening. Is it going to go more? Empress. The country as a whole, people will work more at home. People will be able to do more at home. Three of Cups, Eight of Swords, Six of Pentacles. People who can afford it. And there are some school systems, there's no way they could afford to really go fully or mostly remote. But I got what was that? Five of Cups? I can't even remember, I'll be honest. I could see it. I can't remember what it is. But anyway, that one with the merchant, it's the merchant card. I'm sorry, I'm getting tired. I'm starting to forget very basic things. But Alrighty, so I looked at that. I didn't write down what time that was, but I did it. All right, what will Trump be like at the peak? Testing be made available, restaurant business. Trump starts quarantining, go all authoritarian. Education system, with Trump withholding medical materials. Is Trump going to go authoritarian? Drama triangle. Is there anything else? We did a prayer, so that's good. So, trying to chat there is disconnected, so that doesn't help. Let me look over here. Okay, I'm looking at the camera itself, and because the little questions. Oh my goodness, you have what was that? Oh my goodness. Oh, a chicken coop. That's it. Bottom line, will his taxes ever come out? Oh, that's a good question. All right, Janice, let's look at that. It is about 67. Well, Trump's taxes come out. Boy, it says something, and that's what we're really looking forward to. Yep, 67. Trying to reach out for that energy. Will Trump's taxes, well, that his financial information, get oversight, get actual democratic oversight, and come out? Trump's taxes come out. Something might slip, but it's not enough. Okay, let me see what else. But I mean, like if you hear like, oh, there's this little piece that's come out, it's like, oh, that's not it. But yeah, well, that's just what I got from that. I don't know, but it wasn't a strong feeling. Will Trump's taxes come out? Decisions. Five of Pentacles, Four of Pentacles, the Miser card, Eight of Pentacles, Page of Pentacles, Six of Pentacles. Well, this is interesting because what I'm getting, I'm not getting like Sword of Truth or something like that, but this is all financial stuff. This has to do with, well, this is like paying off Stormy Daniels. This is the how badly they were about their charity. Salome, I'm asking if there was Janice asked, will Trump's taxes come out? This is his payoffs, illegal payoffs. This is the charity mistakes. This is the card of the miser. This is what work is done. And the Page of Pentacles, this is his children. So that's interesting because, let me try again, because it's not saying, Sword of Truth, but it's saying, it's just all financial stuff. So why would it say that? Okay, hang on. Oh, Trump's taxes come out. Okay, but is it the death of the fighting for it, or is it his information comes out and it hurts him? I said I didn't see the Sword of Truth. Look at that. Oh, look at that. Ace of Swords, Ace of Cups, New Beginnings, Nine of Wands, defensive but looking, Three of Wands, ships coming in, again looking, Three of Pentacles. That's the IRS. That is the IRS. New beginnings, overflow of emotions, sword of truth, defensive, and ships, how the ships came in, but looking, IRS. That's the card for the reading. Yeah, it's most readers I know have gotten all along. It's the money that's going to take them down. Okay, well, oh my, I just got here. Oh, sorry, Beverly, I am just finishing. I am very tired, I'm sorry. I just completely forgot the name of a basic card. Oh yeah, I'm tired. Okay, so I'm going to, it might take me a little while to get the timestamp up, but this is definitely helping. All right, but I hope you guys have a good day. And yes, SAS 78, love to you all. Stay well, peace, love, and light. Absolute. Oh, there's a little kitty emoji, little kitten. All right, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Tomorrow is Astrology Answers Sunday, and I thought that we would look at some major outer planet things in the past. That it's like, oh, this is what happened when there was this massive pandemic. Oh, this is what happened when there was this massive war. Just so we can compare it to what we are dealing with now. If you have any better ideas or something like that, I think I'm going to create a community post on YouTube under the community tab, and in Patreon I will probably ask there as well, because I want to answer the questions you guys, that's going to help you sleep at night. But at the same time, it can help. It can help to look at what's happened in the past, just to compare it to what we're going through. So anyway, that's the plan anyway. Unless you guys come up with, it's like if absolutely everyone's asking for this thing, it's be like, okay. Yeah, Mnuchin is keeping the IRS from revealing his taxes. Oh, now I'm curious. Mnuchin, will you be able to keep protecting Trump? Boy, that energy was just right there. Oh, disappointment. Defensive, Seven of Wands, Five of Wands, rabble, rousing. Oh, this feels like Trump's illusions. That's people fighting to get this information. Huh, I don't think Mnuchin's going to be able to pull it off. All right. I will see you all tomorrow, and I hope you guys just hang in there, okay? Stay safe. I hope you are well, and just know you're not alone, okay? And we're going to get through this. We really are. This isn't just like Trump happy talk. No. We're going to get through this, okay? All right. Take care, everybody. I'll see you tomorrow.